Hey y'all, welcome to Stivers Homestead. I'm Zach, and welcome back to Make It at Home. Today we are making homemade Chipotle-ish. Basically, we're making the homemade chicken to start right now. That's what I'm showing you. Is the marinade that they put on their chicken before they cook it and give it that fantastic taste. So what you'll need is oil, cumin, honey, salt, pepper. You need chilies and adobe, chipotles and adobe, and then garlic. Adobo. We're going to start with 6 tablespoons of your favorite oil. We're using avocado oil. Next up, we need 2 tablespoons of honey. Side note, if you're using a spoon or your tablespoon, put the oil on it first. It makes the honey come off much easier. Then you need 4 cloves of garlic. Don't worry about mincing or anything because you're putting it in a blender. We're going to do a whole can of our chipotles and adobo. We're going to do a half teaspoon of cumin. And we're going to do a half teaspoon of pepper. And a half teaspoon of salt. Grinder it. All right, Jen has already cut up all our chicken for us, so we're just gonna pour a marinade in here. A little shake and bake action.
I did leave a little baggie of plain chicken out for the kids because I think Wyatt would like it. I think Raylan would think it's too spicy.
She is not.
Okay.
And so we're gonna put that in the fridge. Overnight would be best, but you can do it for like 3 hours.
That looks so good.
Yes, it does. All right, so we got some kebabs going here. We had a few left over. We got the plain chicken for the kiddos, and then we got some more extra peppers and mushrooms and stuff there. But these are gonna be so good.
All done. This looks so good and it smells amazing. That chicken looks just like Chipotle chicken. So excited.
All right, we back in the kitchen again, working it up.
We always are.
I feel like we live here. We did just get the oregano oil all bottled up. You're only seeing this like a day after it was done, so I hope there's still some in stock. People are jumping all over it, but oregano oil is back in stock, parasite cleanse tinctures back, and chickweed's back. And there'll probably be some more that's coming over the weekend, so just go check it out. But right now, we are making lunch. What are you doing, honey?
I'm making the kids tacos with our hamburger meat and then some healthy fats. And we are going to have leftovers from last night.
What you all saw, just
grilled chicken and berries.
The Chipotle chicken, which Wyatt liked the chicken. It's very good. I mean, if you've had Chipotle, it's pretty much the same chicken that they have. The adobe sauce has got a little kick to it, so if you're not a big fan of spice, might not be the biggest fan for you, but it was really good.
I'm also doing another round of kombucha and feeding Muscovy hotel. So I got tea going. I'm going to add some broth to their tacos. It's going to be good. It's going to be good lunch.
It'll be good. And it's Derby weekend.
Yep.
For us here in Kentucky, it's, well, not even all of Kentucky. But if you've been around central Kentucky, then you're a pretty big fan of this weekend. It's a lot of fun. It's a reason to have a party. What did you say we were going to have, Mark?
Veggie omelets for breakfast.
I like an omelet. Not all the time now. It's like one of those that you have to do.
Kombucha.
One of those you have to have once a month, maybe. If you have it more than once a month, you're like, I'm over eggs. So she uses a little strainer when she pours the kombucha, just if any residue, which, yeah, actually you can show them there's a
Well,
little
I didn't take, we flavored this one with ginger and freeze-dried peaches, and I didn't take any of that out. I'm just keeping it in there for extra flavoring, and then I just strain it at the time we drink it, so it's okay. Because we are also doing the parasite cleanse, which means we're eating a lot of fermented foods, we're drinking a lot of fermented drinks, little to basically no sugar.
Yeah, stay away from sugar and bread.
Processed sugars, really any sugars, any carbs, bread, pasta, stuff like that. So
Yeah.
if you're also doing a parasite cleanse, thinking about doing it or going to do it in the future, keep that in mind because for best results, you really need to be away from all that stuff.
Yeah, and we had a lot of people comment about the parasite cleanse too.
I know we have rice, but
yeah, it is not required to have a binder. I just did it. with our parasite cleanse. If you want to do a binder, more than welcome to. It doesn't do anything but enhance the journey, but it is not required with ours. It's good. I actually like that you kept the peach and ginger in there. Add it to the flavor a little longer.
Okay, I decided I'm actually going to do 2 batches of kombucha because we're going to be drinking so much of it every day.
And my mom likes it a lot.
And his mom likes it too, so yeah. And I don't have a ton of time to wait. Like usually it takes a week or so. So what I'm actually doing is I'm taking a SCOBY from my hotel for each jar, which you would do anyway. But I'm taking a lot of the liquid that I have with my SCOBYs, my SCOBY hotel, and putting a lot of it in here to like kickstart it and make it go faster. Because if you're just starting with a cup of starter and your SCOBY, it'll take like a week to a week and a half to get it where you want it. I was using that.
Sorry. I use another one.
So I'm doing a good bit of the liquid from my SCOBY jar to make it go faster.
So just hearing you explain that out is, because I mean, I know I've listened to you and to maybe the people that are watching. Is this kind of like a sourdough? Like only, but it's what can be?
I mean, it's fermented, and anything fermented has a starter and another. And that's what kombucha is. You're using your starter and your mother to brew another batch.
Yeah.
So the more starter and the more concentrated and acidic your SCOBY hotel is, like fed and in good health, which ours are. I don't know if you can see that. They're very happy. The faster it goes.
Okay. So, for somebody that maybe does sourdough but hasn't done kombucha, very similar, just different ingredients basically. But you're kind of using the same concept, I would say.
Yeah.
Cool. Here she comes, baby.
Okay, so luckily I don't have to drain the meat because it's our meat and it doesn't have a ton of fat, which is why I added healthy fats for them, for the kids, because they need that. And now I'm doing just a little bit of our broth and then my taco seasoning, and it'll be done.
All right, lunch is ready.
Okay, I am fermenting some salsa. I didn't bore you with all the chopping, but it's 1 white onion, 2 tomatoes, 1 green bell pepper. We did 4 jalapenos, but that's up to you on spiciness. Probably a half a cup of cilantro, about 2 tablespoons of lime juice, and then about 2 teaspoons of salt, and we're gonna get this in a wide mouth. Okay, there she is. I have got my weight on top because it's a wide mouth. And everything is submerged in the liquid. I didn't have to add any water because all that juice that I saved from all the vegetables was plenty to keep everything covered. Okay, and now it's, ow, that hurt. Okay, and she's going here on our ferment station. She'll sit on the shelf for 2 to 4 days, and then we'll taste it and see, and then we'll put it in the fridge. And I keep all my ferments on this little plate with the little edge just in case anything spills over or bubbles over.
All right, now we're outside doing some weeding. I've been working on the onion bed. Jen's working on the cauliflower and cauliflower and broccoli bed. And the kids have already gotten the cabbage bed all weeded out. Now they're working on the salad bed. And they got that one done because we're gonna plant green beans in it. Y'all doing a good job, kids. All right, and the green beans are planted with 1 calendula and zinnia. Just had to add it in, but they look really good. These are green blaze bush beans from Haas. All right, it is the next morning. We had some good rain that came through that watered the green beans and all the stuff that we planted out there, so that was nice. And now Jen has got breakfast going. So what you got going, babe?
I'm making some veggie omelets, so I've got some onions and mushrooms sauteing and some butter, and then we've got kale from the garden, our eggs, and then you saw us ferment that salsa. There was a little bit left over that wouldn't fit in the jar, so we just kept it out. It's not fermented, we put it in the fridge, but we're just gonna have that on top. We're gonna put some of our azure cheese in it, and I think it's gonna be really good.
I think so too. I'm excited about it. And then over here is our morning routines now. We have our pineapple orange juice that we use put our electrolytes in. And we also put our Parasite Cleanse tincture in it. So this one's a pretty potent one, really because of the cloves. The cloves are very strong. So we put it into here, and that makes it doable and really kind of masks on the taste. We're also going to have some kraut with our breakfast. I don't know, you remember like sauerkraut with breakfast? It's fermented. So our job is to try to get more fermented foods into our gut and our system.
Especially while we're doing the Parasite Cleanse.
Especially while we're doing the Parasite Cleanse, exactly. And then this is our fire cider shots that we take.
Oil. I'm gonna crack these. Really? You're gonna film me trying to do it?
Yeah, I am. You got this. It's just a little phone over.
Look at that. Look at that.
Had all the faith in the world, honey.
You doubted me.
I
You
did
said
not.
I will be impressed.
I am impressed.
Why does it remind me of fall? I like it.
Those are close.
Feels like a fall drink.
I don't hate the taste. It's the sitting on my tongue that I'm not a fan of. Oh, we got mine down.
Down the hatch. So soon.
So soon. Oh.
Oh. Yikes. How do you know this sucker's done?
Well, you need to flip it over on the other side now.
Oh. I think I might need assistance.
Assistance with this one.
Can't be nervous. You just gotta go for it.
Number one done.
Hey.
Hey. How are you? So, the recital is Forever Young.
Yeah, that's the thing.
Are they gonna play the song?
Hopefully.
Forever Young. I wanna...
Somebody can dance to it.
I like that song. So on top of Parasite Cleanse tincture, I take 3 other tinctures right now. This changes every once in a while. I'm taking allergy and sinus just because I cannot handle spring. My allergies and sinus are terrible. Taking elderberry, that's pretty much a consistent most all the time. And turmeric for inflammation. So those are my go-tos as my daily tinctures that I'm taking right now. Whew, breakfast was absolutely fantastic. Jen knocked it out of the park. I'm so lucky to have a woman that, one, is just so aware. Whew, these guineas and dogs make it very hard to record sometimes. What I was gonna say is I'm so thankful to have such an amazing woman that is just so aware of the different foods and the different stuff that's happening and allowing to inform me too, to inform you all. But she is just a genius when it comes to this stuff. And I'm so blessed to have such an amazing wife that is there for me. And a woman that always seems to be about 2 weeks to a month ahead of things that are happening in the world. And it really is starting to feel real. Like, this is starting to feel extremely real when it comes to growing your own, sourcing locally, and making sure that you're getting the best deal that you can and the cleanest way that you possibly can do. And what I mean by that is, you know, we have the convenience of the grocery store right now. It's got everything in there that you need. It's got all your produce, it's got all your box stuff, it's got all your meat, but the convenience is now start battling the pricing, because the pricing is just going to keep rising on a lot of things. And when you go source more locally or grow it yourself, your price is going to be a lot cheaper. Like, we went to our local produce store here in town and we got a bunch of produce for 12 bucks. And so I think our mentality is needing to change when it comes to local or organic or something like that is more expensive, because it's just simply not true anymore. So if we're not able to grow it, you can access this stuff for a decent price. And we really need to just start changing that mind that we're not just going to one store for everything we need. You might have to hit 3 or 4 stores to get everything you need, but to get the best price, to get the most organic, to get the locally grown. And that's the cool thing to continue to remind yourself is it might take you a few more places to go to, but it is all in beneficial factor for you and for that small business that you're probably supporting, which is even better. So as real as it's starting to feel, it's okay. We're gonna be all right, because we have plenty of opportunities and plenty of places and items that we can get locally, and that's a blessing. That's a blessing on itself. However, I want to push you all so hard to try to grow on your own if you can. Grow something. I don't care if it's one tomato plant. Let's get started growing something. So let's stay focused on the right now and what we can do. Fermenting, go local, buy bulk of anything that you can. Let's do ingredients. Let's think ingredients to be able to make instead of buying box that's already pre-made that I just have to warm up. Let's really continue to have that mindset, and let's continue to take it a step further. Let's make sure that we're canning, we're fermenting, we're freeze drying, we're growing, we're buying local. If those things are at the forefront of your mind right now, I promise you, it's gonna be a great time for you. You're not gonna feel any effects that may or may not happen, and you're gonna coast right by, and everything's gonna be great. Y'all, if you're new around here, we love you. If you haven't hit that subscribe button yet, please do so, and we'll catch you on the next one. Bye, y'all.